We are continuing our work in annotation.dwg file, which I have already provided to you in the resources section of this video. In the last video, we defined our text styles. Now it's time to actually put them to work. We are going to label our drawing using both multi-line text, MTEXT, and single line text. First, let's navigate to the conference room in the center of the floor plan. Use your zoom and pan tools to get the conference table front and center so we can see exactly what we are doing. Now, before we place a single letter, what's the golden rule? Check out your layer. We want our text on a dedicated layer to keep the drawing organized. Let's look at the layer drop down in the home tab. So this is the home tab and this is the layer drop down. Let's practice creating a fresh one. So open the layer properties by clicking over here. After the layer properties manager has got open, let's create a new layer. In order to create the new layer, you have to click on this icon or use the shortcut Alt and N. AutoCAD will ask you the name for the new layer. We'll give the new layer the name as TEXT text and hit enter. Next, we have to assign a distinctive color to this layer. So we'll click on this color box over here and select the red color so that it pops against the geometry. To make it the active layer, we'll first select the color, then click on OK. And to make this layer as the active layer, you have to click on this check mark, that is set it as the current layer, or use the shortcut Alt C. So you will see a check mark next to it indicated that it is now the active layer. You can now close the layer properties manager by clicking on the X over here. And if you notice in the layers panel, the text layer is now the active layer. Let's start with multi-line text. This is best for longer descriptions or notes. First, ensure that your style is correct. So click in the Home tab. In the Annotations panel, click on the flyout. And there, next to the text style, over here from the flyout, ensure that labels underscore model underscore 3" is selected. Then click outside, and now that becomes the default labels style. Next, go into the text flyout and from there select multi-line text. MText works best by defining a text boundary. So I'll click in the upper left corner like this, then drag my mouse to the lower right corner and click over there to confirm my boundary. Notice how the ribbon immediately changes to the text editor contextual tab. Let's type large conference room. So in this box, I will type large conference room. I'll hit enter to move to the next line. Now since it is a multi-line text, it allows me to enter text in the next line as well. So I'll give some information like I want to give the room a number. So I'll say conference room number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If the text wraps awkwardly, just grab the diamond which you find on the right of the ruler and stretch the boundary till the words sit comfortably on one line. To make this stand out, let's highlight the text and click mask. So highlight the text and here in the style panel you have the mask. Ensure that there is no check mark next to use drawing background color, and from this drop down over here select the color as cyan. This ensures the text is legible even if it's sitting over drawing lines. Click on OK and then click on Close Text Editor button on the ribbon, and our multi-line text is now ready, and it also has a masked background for clear visibility. Next, let's use the single line text for a simpler label. This is great for short individual entries. What we'll do is we'll label the table itself. Go back to the text flyout and this time select single line. Before clicking anything, right click and choose Justify. I want this perfectly centered, so I will select Top Center, that is TC. Now for the top point, I'll snap to the midpoint on the back of this chair like this. Now AutoCAD is asking me to specify the rotation angle for the text. I will type it as 0 degrees. So I'll just type 0 and I will hit enter. Now AutoCAD is asking me for the text for the single line. So I will type large conference table. Then I'll press enter to move to a potential next line and enter a second time to finish the command. If the text is too close to the chair, simply click on the text like this and you'll instantly see the grips. Click on one of the grips like this and you can move the text to a new location and click to confirm it. Press escape to deselect the text and we have finished labeling the table. By using both multi-line and single line text, we have created professional legible labels that are properly layered and styled. You are now ready to annotate any part of the AutoCAD 2027 project. See you again in the next lecture.